Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe down below and click the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. Okay, so today is a really exciting video. I'm going to be unboxing my new vlogging camera, which is the Sony ZV-E10. So I'm going to do an unboxing with you guys of first impressions, and I'm going to be comparing this Sony vlogging camera to the other popular vlogging cameras on the market, which is the Sony ZV-1 and the Canon G7X Mark II, which I'm actually recording this video on right now. So I had that camera for a while, like years, so I can give you a review of that camera and discuss why I wanted to upgrade. And I also have two lenses right here that I'm going to be unboxing for you guys, showing you, comparing you. We'll get into why I have two now. Spoiler alert, you guys will be helping me decide which camera I'm going to keep because I'm not keeping both of these. Thank God Amazon has a 30-day return policy, so I'm going to be sending one of these back. But yeah, I've been wanting a new vlogging camera for a while, and I've been doing so much research online. I could not decide which one I wanted, so now I'm making this video for you guys so you can get all the information I didn't know when I was on my search, and it'll prevent you from buying the wrong lens like I did. Before I unbox the video, I'll quickly talk about why I wanted a new vlogging camera. I wanted a new vlogging camera because I wanted a wider lens, a camera with a wider lens. Right now on the Canon G7X, sometimes when I'm up close and I'm vlogging, it like would cut my face. Like right now, you're at arm's length. If I'm vlogging, a lot of times I'm with my friends, I'm with other people, or I'm in an environment, and the whole point of vlogging is to like show everything, but I felt like I couldn't do that with this camera because it was so square. And then also, like TMI, when I had the camera up like this, like sometimes when I was vlogging in public, I felt like I had a double chin because the lens was so cropped that I just felt like I had a double chin. You can't see it right now, but I just felt like the lens was too small. And then another reason I wanted a new camera is because I wanted what Sony has inside of their cameras, which is the smooth skin effect. For years, I was trying to figure out how YouTubers got their skin so smooth in their vlogs, and you can tell like it was extra something that their camera was doing, or a software. I didn't know what it was, how they were getting their skin so smooth and like glass-like. Child, I even DM'd like 3 YouTubers to figure out how they were doing it. Newsflash, nobody responded to me. So I had to do my own research, and I looked into what cameras they were using, and then I found out that Sony cameras have the smooth skin effect. So I really wanted that for beauty content, as well as like a lot of times I'm just like picking up my vlog camera and going, and I feel like with my Canon G7X I have to have on foundation. I don't, but I feel like I do to look good on camera, and with Sony I feel like I won't have to have like foundation to just pick up my camera and go. Like, y'all know me, I'll vlog in my bed and everything like that. I really wanted something that was smooth, so those are my two things that I wanted: smooth skin effect and a wide angle lens. The reason that I went with the Sony ZV-E10 because they have the smooth skin effect, and then they have interchangeable lenses, so you can add on a wide angle lens if you want to. When you watch Sony ZV-E10 videos, everyone will say it's an amazing budget. It's still expensive to me, but it's on the budget range of the Sony mirrorless marketed as vlogging cameras. Everyone will say like it's a budget camera and it's really good and it's really powerful, but the kit lens that it comes with isn't the best lens. So I knew I was going to just buy the body and not buy the kit lens with it, which was cheaper to buy it without the lens, and I was just going to buy my own lens and add it. So when it came down to it, I knew that I didn't want to get the Canon G7X Mark III because it didn't have the smooth skin effect, and I didn't really want another point and shoot camera. What's the point of having 2 point and shoot cameras? I feel like that's like a waste of money to say have the same type of model camera. So I decided to upgrade and get a camera with interchangeable lenses, and ultimately it was really between the Sony ZV-E10 and the Sony ZV-E1. I could not decide which one to get because they both had the smooth skin effect, and a lot of YouTubers still use ZV-E10. Their videos look good, like, to me, in my opinion, but what it came down to is technically the Sony ZV-E10 is still a point and shoot camera. I already have a point and shoot camera that I've been using for years, and it just feels like a waste of money to have another point and shoot camera, and then maybe 3 years later I'm going to want another camera anyway, and it won't allow me to remove the lens to get a better lens. So long story short, I just decided to upgrade. It was a really hard decision for me to make. I even DM'd tech YouTubers to ask which camera I should get, and I told them the 2 points that I wanted: a wide angle lens, and I told them that I wanted the smooth skin effect, and I was like, should I get the ZV-E10 with this lens? Or I saw that the ZV-E10, even though it doesn't have interchangeable lenses, there's like an adapter you can put on top of the lens on the camera to make it a bit wider. So I was asking, should I get that instead? So I DM'd these 2 YouTubers. One of them responded to me and gave me a response that I was really surprised by. He told me that I should get, and I think he's from Think Media, he told me I should get the ZV-E10F, which was super surprising because all over YouTube tech reviewers, they all say that's the worst version of the Sony. It's actually cheaper than all the other ones, even though that one came out after the ZV-1. I was just really surprised he said that. I don't know if he was trying to tell me to save money, which I appreciate. Maybe he saw my channel was small and he was like, I don't want this girl buying this expensive camera she doesn't need, which I appreciate. And maybe I should have told him that I already have a Mark II. I feel like the Mark II is better than the camera that he suggested, and what's the point of having 2 point and shoot cameras? That's what it was coming down to me. So that's how I landed on the ZV-E10. Also, the price difference between the this is too many camera names, but also the price difference between Sony ZV-E10 and the Sony ZV-E10, which this is a newer model with an interchangeable lens. That one does not have interchangeable lens. The price difference is $100. I was like, if I get this with the interchangeable lens, I won't never have to buy another camera, at least for a very long time, because if I want better quality, I can always add a new lens. So that's how I came down to it. I was really also nervous about getting it because I'm not an interchangeable lens type person for a shot type of girl. I want to just pick up my camera and go, which is why I'm not keeping both of these lenses. I'm going to keep one and rock with that, but I like still having that availability. In a few years, maybe Sony comes out with even smaller, wider lenses, and then I would go into it. But I just like how I have that option, and it was only like $100 more. That was a lot of rambling because it was a lot going into my decision. I've been watching videos all the time. So now I'm going to do the unboxing for you. I'm not going to lie, I kind of already opened it up because I was super excited about it. But I'm going to open it up with you because when I first opened up my camera, I did not know how to use it at all. I did not know how to turn it on. You open it up, you have these pamphlets, which I haven't read yet. And it comes with this cord, which you can use to charge your camera. Oh, it comes with this square, I guess some people call it. You can use this to plug into your camera to charge your camera, or you can use this to plug into your computer and put all of your images and videos from your camera to your computer. When you first get the camera in the mail, it's not going to be charged, so you're going to have to charge it. So you're going to just use that, and I'll show you how to do that. It comes with the camera battery. It comes with one battery. A lot of YouTubers say that this battery runs out fast, so you should invest in more camera batteries. I haven't done that yet. And then it comes with this dead cat. It's called a dead cat. You slide it on top of your camera. It just gives you better video quality because, like, if you're vlogging outside in the wind and stuff, it's like a wind muffler. It won't get the wind of outside. And then it comes with this strap for your camera, which I'm really happy about. I didn't know it came with this. Honestly, I didn't even know it came with the dead cat too. So this is the camera. It's so shiny and new. I'm super excited about it. It has a pull-out screen, and then the screen can flip over and you can like close it, and if you don't have a case for your camera, that's fine because it'll protect the glass. This is where you would put your lens, so you can just take this off and then put your lens on there, and I'll show you how to do that because I did not know how to do that when I first got my camera. But when you first get the camera in, you can open up this side of the camera, And on this side you have a HDMI port, so where you can connect your camera to the TV. You have a headphone jack, and then you have a port. I'm not gonna lie and say I think this is USB-C, and you can just plug in the USB-C cord right here and then put this charger in the wall. And there's one more jack right here, this red circle, and that's for plugging in a microphone if you choose to get a microphone for this camera. A lot of YouTubers suggest that. They say audio is just as important as video and stuff, but I'm not gonna invest in that at this point yet. But yeah, so you have it right here. You plug it into the wall. When you plug into the wall, an orange light will come up and you let it charge, and then after it's finished charging you can start shooting. I already went in and charged it for you guys in advance for this video. Now that I did the unboxing, I'm going to put one of the lenses on it and like give you my first impression and discuss why I got this first lens in the first place. So the first lens that I'm going to unbox is the Sony E15mm F1.14. This is a part of Sony's new lines of lenses, and these are supposed to be smaller and wider angle lens. I got this because this was highly recommended by a lot of other YouTubers. It comes with like this lens cap type thing. I don't really know what it is. I think it's supposed to protect your lens, and then it comes with the lens, which is very pretty, shiny, new. I love it. And then it comes with this like lens cap to protect the glass. A lot of YouTubers suggested this. When I purchased this, I didn't know this was the least wide of all of the new wide angle lenses, and this one is also the largest, which was concerning to me because for vlogging I like a smaller setup. That's why I like the Canon G7X. I knew that I wanted a smaller lens, but honestly I didn't know anything about lenses. I didn't know anything in the market, and I saw that this one was recommended by like YouTubers, but not like tech YouTubers, like beauty YouTubers, which I watch when I want to like make videos. Like, I'm going to put this lens on here for you and show you how. It's also a little stopper on the back part too that you can take off. And then when you put the lens on, and I did not know how to do this, and I tried to put my lens on, I was like, why is my camera blurry? I was really annoyed, but then I watched the video and figured it out. I think you push this button and you line up this white part with the white part on the camera, and then you twist it in. Also, I'm very gentle with my stuff, so that's why I was having problems with it. I didn't know you have to like completely twist it. You know it's on when these letters are directly in front of the camera. It looks so cute. It looks literally professional and stuff, but that's how you know when it's on. When these letters are right here, Sony will be more on the side. I'm going to turn on the camera and show you my first impression. You turn on the camera by swiping over the on switch, and then it comes on. Wow, when you guys see this camera, you're gonna be like, girl, that's really an upgrade. Before I switch out the camera, I also want to discuss this other lens right here. This is the second lens I bought after I did a little bit more research. I actually found it because I was watching another girl's unboxing. I'll link hers down below, and she had this lens and she was saying how wider it is, and I noticed it was smaller, which is something that I wanted because for my setup I like a very light setup, and this one was cheaper. So I don't know why the other YouTubers like promote this more expensive lens that's the least wide of all of the wide lenses. This one is cheaper, wider, and smaller, and everything that I wanted. So I'm telling you right now, I think that I'm gonna keep this lens and return the other one. When you're buying tech, please look into, when you're buying it, the return policies from the platform you buy it from. I think Walmart and Amazon has good return policies. Amazon is 30 days. I can't remember how much Walmart is. Walmart is either 15 or 30, and then Best Buy was like 15. I return a lot of stuff from Amazon. Hopefully they don't block me. I don't know. I need to try it out to see if it works with my life. I wish that Sony had stores so you can like try things out. I feel like ever since COVID, retail brick and mortar has been going down. I went to 2 different Best Buys. Only one of them had the ZV-E10, and I was trying it out. And oh yeah, that's also one thing I want to mention. I tried out the ZV-E10. It felt like the lens wasn't wide enough, and it just didn't look good in store. Someone who was helping me didn't really know much about cameras and what they had in stock. I wish I knew about this lens before I bought the other one. We'll compare both lenses in this video, and you guys can help me decide which one. So with that being said, I am going to switch out this camera with the 15mm f1.4, and you guys can see the difference in quality. Okay guys, I'm recording for the very first time on the Sony ZV-E10. I'm really excited. As you can see, I have on the smooth skin effect. That's what I really wanted for when I like vlog without foundation or for beauty videos, just to give that polished professional look. Right now I have on the 15mm 1.4 lens on it. You can see the image. In my opinion, it looks a bit like wider than the Canon Mark II right now. I'll have to look at it in post too, but as you see, the quality is on another level. And also there is a change in light. Right now I'm using natural light from my window. Before I was using my ring light, but I couldn't put my ring light on the tripod with this camera because the way the lens flips out. So this is completely natural light, which I like. When you unbox the camera, I would recommend putting it on intelligent auto. That's what I have right now. I'm just going to dive into a few features on the camera that you should know about before you purchase. This camera can blur out the background. I'll show you that really quick first. Right now the camera is blurring out the background. This is without the background blurred, so everything is the same and flat. And this is with the background blur, which I really prefer. It looks more professional and cinematic. This camera also has product showcase, which is perfect for YouTubers, especially beauty gurus, when you want to show something. So I don't know if I have it turned on. I'm just going to try it out really quick. So you see it goes from my face to this, my face to this. Really smooth. Let's talk about how smooth that is. One big con to this camera for vloggers is that the camera does not have in-body stabilization, meaning when you're vlogging, the camera may move around a little bit. That's why you see a lot of people have gimbals, which they can use to hold the camera and make the shot more steady. It does have like digital stabilization. Digital stabilization versus in-body stabilization isn't as good and stuff, and also it crops the image. Right now, like if you're doing a studio shoot like for YouTube, meaning that your camera is on a tripod that's standing there and you're not touching it, you don't need that feature at all. But if you're walking around outside, of course you want a smoother shot. That wasn't as big of a deal for me. Also, I haven't been using the camera a lot, so I haven't really been able to see it, but overall that's not that big of a deal. I feel like I don't move around my camera anyway. So first I'm going to show you without the beauty filter, then I'm going to show you the crop that occurs with the digital stabilization that's in the camera, which is also why I wanted a wider lens, because if I choose to use the digital stabilization and I get that crop, I still want a bigger picture. So right now the beauty filter is on mid. Yeah, so this is no beauty filter. It still looks great. I have on foundation again. No beauty filter, still look really good. Now I'm going to show you with the digital stabilization on the camera so you can see how it crops. Now it's on the digital stabilization. You see this crop. That's something to consider for purchasing. If you have a lot of shots where you're moving around and stuff like that, I would suggest for this camera to either get a lens with in-body stabilization, which neither of these lenses have, or just get a wider lens so when you get that crop you don't lose as much of the image. So that's everything with this lens. Now I'm going to put on the smaller lens that I found after I bought this lens. So I have not moved my camera whatsoever. I just changed the lens. It's still on the tripod, and this is the wider angle lens. This is the 11mm E1.8. I'm looking at it on the tripod for the first time, and wow, this is so wide. Now I'm like, is this too wide? You can see, sorry if my room's a little bit messy because you can see the wider vision, but I don't know, I like it. I think it's really good for vlogging because when I'm going to be holding the camera, you'll be able to see more space in the area. I can also zoom in. Let me see how it looks zoom in. This is it zoomed in, and it still looks very sharp and crisp in my opinion. Yeah, so worst comes to worst, I can just zoom it in. But yes, I'm going to turn on the smooth skin effect just to see how that looks on this lens. And I'm putting it on mid. For both of these lenses, it's only letting me do mid. So this is smooth skin effect. I'm gonna stop recording, and when I come back, the in-body stabilization will be back on and you guys can see the crop. All right, so this is the in-body stabilization, and honestly, with the in-body stabilization, it looks like the screen is the same size of the 15mm lens, which is considerable. So I feel like with this lens, you really get both sizes. You get more options. I'm making this video so you don't make the mistake I made and have to buy 2 lenses. I bought the 15 and then I found out about the 11 and I'm like, this one's cheaper, it's smaller, it's lighter, and it's wider. Why didn't I get this one? Like, why am I just finding that out? So I'm gonna prop the girl down below. I think she's like a smaller YouTuber and she like had this lens and I was like, wow, why did I know about that first? But yes, I'm still kind of on the fence because I don't know if this one is too wide. So comment down below if I should keep the 15mm or keep the 11mm, which I'm on right now. And let me take off the in-body stabilization so you can get the full picture. All right, this is the full image of the 11mm. I think as the numbers go down, the camera gets wider. So the 15mm was not as wide and then the 11mm is wider. So comment down below which one I should keep. This is the full image, fully zoomed out with the 11mm. With this one, I'm gonna have to keep my full room clean because it shows more of the space, but then I can always zoom in. When you zoom in, it takes off the smooth skin effect. The next part of the video, I'm going to be going outside to show you it. I'm going to be showing you vlogging with my hand extended just so you can see how wide it is and how it looks outside. So we're going to go to that now. All right, I am outside to show you the view of when you're vlogging, and steady shot is turned off just this so you can see how wide the screen is. Next, I'll show you it with steady shot on just so you can see the crop and see how the view would be. But right now my hand is holding a tripod on the camera, a small like handheld vlogging tripod, nothing crazy, but this is the full shot, no steady shot. All right, you guys can see the crop is a dramatic change. I forgot to mention this is the 15mm lens, if you couldn't tell, which is the smallest out of all of the new Sony wide angle lenses. So this is it with the crop, and I'm just on a tripod. Honestly, my hand is extended out pretty fairly and the face is still cropped. So imagine if you're vlogging and you want to hold the camera closer up, it would honestly be in this view. So yeah, so this is the 15mm, and now I'm going to change out the lens. All right, I'm back. This is the 11mm lens, which is the wider of the 2 lenses. The steady shot is not on, so you're getting the full frame of the lens. As you can see, it's much wider. My camera is on intelligent auto again, and I don't have the beauty filter on. So I forgot to mention, I don't have on the dead cat over the mic. I forgot to bring it out. So we were just near a lake, so if you're hearing background noise, that's why. But yeah, so I'm gonna put on the steady shot so you can see the crop to compare. This is the cropped image. Again, this is supposed to stop the image from moving too much. It looks pretty much, I don't know, the same as the other camera, the movement, but I do like that it's wider even with the crop. So now the camera is closer up to my face and you can still see a lot of my background, which is good for vlogging because you want to see the background. So, all right guys, you come to the end of this video. I hope this video helped you choose and decide on if you was going to get the Sony ZV-E10. I gave you a comparison of the Canon G7X, and then I also talked about the Sony ZV-E10 and why I opted out of that camera. So I hope this helped you make your decision. I hope this helped you make a more better decision about the lens you choose. I would not recommend getting the kit lens. I would recommend one of these lenses I just showed you, which is the newer Sony lenses, and also they're like smaller than the competitor lenses on the market. So I hope that helped you get a more like educated decision when choosing lenses, and you won't make the mistake I made with buying 2 lenses and having to worry about returning one of them. But yes, I'm so excited to make a lot of fun new content for you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.